Namaste to all. A very, very beautiful statement by Maharishi Dhanam Saraswati. I will try to read in Sanskrit and also try to explain. Because when we read in Sanskrit, little bit, we don't need to know Sanskrit knowledge. We can read in Sanskrit and also read in Hindi, thereby follow or Hindi or Tamil or English, thereby understand Sanskrit. It will really help us in our upasana, and it will also help us in making pious sanskar in our mind. So I always try to read Sanskrit Bhashya of Maharishi, and I do not know Sanskrit. So I try to learn the meaning of the Sanskrit words by reading in Hindi or by reading in English by the translator. So Maharishi says, Ye Satya Bhavena Parameshwara Upasate. Ye means jo koi bhi. Satya Bhavena Parameshwara Upasate. Whoever worships that Paramatma with Upasate means worshipping with Satya Bhavena. Satya Bhav means Shraddha Bhav, not by doing formality. A person worships Paramatma for formality also and with Satya Bhav also. Whoever, and Paramatma knows this guy is doing formality, this guy is not doing formality, he is really doing worship. So Maharishi says, whoever worships Paramatma with Satya Bhav and also Yata Samartyam Tada Agyam Palayanti. Yata Samarthya means jaise uske samarthya hai. Based on his samarthya, he understands his samarthya, he understands his limitations, and then based on his limitations, based on his capability, based on his capacity, he is trying to follow the Agya of Paramatma. And where is the Agya of Paramatma? Agya of Paramatma is in the Vedas. Agya of the Paramatma is in the Rishis Vachanams. Like, Acharya says something. Hey beta, hey disciple, do this, Acharya says. That is Agya of Paramatma. Because Paramatma is told in the Vedas, if Acharya says something, that is, you must consider those words as my words. So Acharya says, every day, suppose Acharya specifically, my Acharya used to say, specifically he had called one person as told, and he has told, next 1 year you should not come to my ashram. Not a person, a small boy, he was doing mischievous activities, so my Acharya he called him and then told his mother, next 1 year or 2 years, something like that, 1 year or 2 years I think, next 2 years you should not bring your kid here. So this is Agya of a Rishi. So that mother, she considered Agya of the Rishi as Agya of Paramatma, and she did not bring the kid for kid means he was like, let's say 7th standard, 6th standard, something like that. Very, naughty activity he was doing, shouting, roaming here and there in the ashrama. So when my Acharya told, 2 years you should not bring him to the ashram, and you should give him the education, whatever I have written in the books, you try to teach him in the home only, but don't bring him here 2 years, and after 2 years bring him. So after 2 years, she understood the Agya of Acharya, and she brought the kid. She did not bring the kid for 2 years. After that she came, and after 2 years that kid had become so intelligent, so nice behaving person. He has become like a gem. So my Acharya was telling, see, maine Agya diya tha, and she immediately followed my Agya. And she did not bring that child for 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is. And after that time is passed, she has been giving moral education, Vedic education in the house, and then she brought the child to ashram. See, that child has become a gem now. So yata samartyam tada agyam palayanti. We must try to follow the agya of acharyas. We must try to follow the agya of the Vedas. All these things are also called as Satkar of Paramatma, also called as Upasana of Paramatma. And also Maharishi writes, Sarvopari Satkartavyam Paramatmanam Manyante. Same thing. Paramatma ko manta hai. Jo koi bhi, he accepts Paramatma, he accepts the existence of Paramatma. That for that person, if somebody is worshipping Paramatma with Satya Bhav, and somebody is following the instructions of Paramatma and Rishi Munis and Acharyas, and somebody accepts the existence of Paramatma, and also he does with Satkar. Satkara Sevito Dridabhumihi. There is a sutra in Yoga Darshana where Satkar meaning Maharishi Vyas Muni would have written Satkar means four words. Satkar represents 4 words. Remember it. Vidya, Tapasya, Brahmacharya and Shraddha. Satkar means these 4. Vidya Purvak, Tapasya Purvak, Shraddha Purvak, Brahmacharya Purvak. That is called as Satkar. So when somebody is accepting Paramatma with this by imbibing these 4 qualities inside him, then what happens? Tan, for that person, Dayalu Ishwaraha, Ishwar will become Dayalu. Ishwar itself is Karunamaya Murti, Karunamurti, and he becomes Dayalu. Dayalu Ishwaraha, Papa Acharana Marghat Pratakritya. He will then, what happens? He will then remove the Papa Acharan of that person, of either male or female. He will completely destroy the Papa Vritti inside us. Papa Vritti means what? Whatever Vritti or impressions, sanskars we have to do sins, those sanskars will be destroyed by Paramatma. Papa Acharana Margat Pritakritya means separate. Paramatma will remove the Papa Acharan Bhavana inside us and Dharma Marge Chalayitva, and Paramatma will make us walk the path of Dharma. So, this is a stage, my Acharya used to say, a stage will come in the life of a sadhak where my Acharya's statement used to be like this: Wo paap karne layak nahi reh jata. Such a powerful statement. See, I don't think I can translate, but I will try to translate. वो पाप करने लायक नहीं रह जाता. That person will not be in a position to do any further sins. That kripa will happen through Paramatma, by Paramatma's blessings. Dharma marge chalayitva, and Paramatma will take that person in the marg of dharma, and then Vijnanam dattva, usko that Paramatma will give. Vijnanam means Meda Buddhi, he will give Ritambara Buddhi, Ritambara Tatra Pragya, he will give him highest Buddhi to that person. And what Paramatma will give? Dharmartha Kama Mokshan Sadhum Samarthan Karoti. Dharmartha Kama Mokshan. So Paramatma will give Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. All is pious. Kama means, Kama here means pious desires. All the pious desires of that person, and also moksha, he will attain samadhi also. And then samarthan karoti, Paramatma will give this grant to that person. Tasmat, isliye, see, by worshipping Paramatma with Satya Bhavana, by following the instructions of Paramatma, by following the instructions of Acharya, by doing Satkar Puja, and accepting Paramatma's existence, if somebody does this, then that Paramatma will become Dayalu. Dayalu Ishwaraha, he will become Dayalu. And what is the result? He will remove us from the tendency, he will remove all the tendency inside us for doing sins. Pritakritya Dharma Marge Chalayatva, he will make us to walk the path of Dharma. Thereby, he will give us Meda Buddhi, and using that intellect we will attain Dharmartha Kama Mokshan. Sadhum Samarthan Karoti, he will make us eligible for Moksha and Samadhi. Tasmat, isliye, that is the reason Maharshi writes, Tasmat Sarvam Yekam Advitiyam Ishwaram Vihaya. Tasmat isliye, because therefore, thereby, O disciples, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati says, O disciples, thereby we must not, therefore we must not, leaving this Paramatma, we must not, Vihaya means leaving this Paramatma, leaving this one Paramatma who does all these things, leaving this Paramatma, we must not, Kasya api upasanam kadachin naiva kuryuhu, we must not worship anybody else as Paramatma. We must worship this as Paramatma. This is the quality of Paramatma. Nobody can give us Artha Dharma Kama Moksha. Nobody can remove our Papa Acharana sanskars. Nobody can give us Vijnan inside our Buddhi, Meda Buddhi. Nobody can give us except Paramatma. Acharya also grants, Acharya used to say, my Acharya used to say. Acharya grants the Vardhan to his disciples. Why? Because inside the Acharya, Paramatma is manifested. Acharya, by his tapasya, he has Paramatma inside him. And when the Acharya is pleased by the service of the disciple, when the Acharya is pleased by the tapasya of the disciple, when the Acharya is pleased by the humbleness of the disciple, when the Acharya is pleased by the service of the disciple, then Acharya will grant moksha. Acharya will give Ashirvad for moksha. And that grant, that Ashirvad is not from Acharya, it is directly from Paramatma, my Acharya is to say. Because inside that Acharya, Paramatma exists. So, Kadachin Naiva Kuryuhu, isliye never worship anybody else. Kadachin na kabhi bhi किसी और की उपासना नहीं करना चाहिए. कभी भी, at any point of time, we should not worship anybody else other than this Paramatma mentioned in the Vedas, who does not have any idol, he does not have any photograph, he is not in any murti, he is not, he does not take any avatar, he does not send any other books from time to time, etc., etc. We must worship that Paramatma who is mentioned as Paramatma by Paramatma in the Vedas only. And that Paramatma was followed by all the Rishi Munis across the ages, so we must follow the same path. Such a beautiful advice. I will read once again the full statement. Ye satya bhavena parameshwara upasate yata samartyam tad agyam palayanti सर्वोपरि सत्कर्तव्यम परमात्मानं मन्यन्ते तान दयालु ईश्वरः पाप आचरण मार्गात् पृथक्कृत्य धर्म मार्गे चालयित्वा विज्ञानं दत्वा धर्मार्थ काम मोक्षान् साद्धुं समर्थान् करोति. तस्मात् सर्वं एकम् अद्वितीयम् ईश्वरं विहाय कस्य अपि उपासनम कदाचिन नैव कुर्युः. Such a beautiful statement. सबको नमस्ते. ओम.